What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around. You don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now, let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this electric bike. Initially, things started out great. The bike arrived promptly, assembly took about an hour, and after charging, the first ride was impressive. Our reviewer noted the bike's speed and power, managing a solid 38 miles in pedal assist mode on that initial charge. However, the joy was short-lived. The bike's performance significantly diminished around the 38-mile mark, losing power rapidly. By 42 miles, it was essentially dead, despite the battery gauge indicating 55% charge. This client found the situation only deteriorated from there, with subsequent rides limited to a mere 12 miles before the battery gave out, making the bike too heavy to pedal without assistance. Frustratingly, attempts to contact customer support regarding the battery warranty initially went unanswered. This client even mentioned owning another 48 volts electric bike that didn't suffer from the same issue, pulling strong even with minimal charge. This experienced rider with almost 1,500 miles clocked on e-bikes felt that the bike was useless without a functioning battery and warned others to consider alternative brands if the warranty was unreliable. However, the story takes a positive turn. After the initial negative experience, someone from customer service reached out. Following a phone analysis, they suspected a problem with the monitor. A replacement monitor was sent, easily installed, and completely resolved the issue. This client was blown away by the corrected performance and the bike's true power. Now this reviewer loves the bike. The reviewer previously doubted the warranty, but admitted to being wrong, and now affirms that the company stands behind their product.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer recently took the plunge and bought 2 of these electric bikes and wanted to share their experience after a good test run. They got both a Swift horse and a Wildcat model, and just got back from a 10-day camping trip where they put them through their paces on both paved roads and rougher back roads. Our reviewer was genuinely impressed by the battery life. They mentioned riding over 80 miles during their trip and only needing to charge the bike once. This client felt that both bikes were well made, highlighting the smooth shifting and braking, which needed no initial adjustments. The reviewer felt that the Wildcat was a particularly good value, noting the included rack and tail brake lights as a plus. They did mention swapping out the seats to better suit their personal needs, but also clarified that the original seats were of good quality. In fact, their grandson even snagged one for his mountain bike. Beyond the bikes themselves, our reviewer was especially pleased with the customer service, reporting that the company reached out to ensure everything was satisfactory. They did express a slight disappointment that a rack wasn't included with the Swift horse model, though the company informed them one would be available soon. They didn't consider this a deal breaker though. The reviewer, weighing in at 265 pounds, also specifically mentioned the effectiveness of the suspension on both bikes. All in all, they heartily recommend these electric bikes.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with this scooter, especially for getting around their small town. They use it constantly for errands and trips to their favorite spot. The adjustable suspension makes for incredibly smooth rides, which is a huge plus because the roads aren't always paved. The fat tires handle gravel with no problem at all. Hills aren't a regular feature of their commute, but when they do encounter one, kicking in the second motor makes it a total breeze. Honestly, it handles hills fine even with just one motor, but using both is just more fun. Assembly was surprisingly straightforward. Our reviewer took their time and had it done in under an hour. They also invested in the accessory kit and felt it was great value for the price. The rear frame and bag are really sturdy, and the bag itself can hold a ton of stuff. Their favorite bar is a good 6 miles away in another town, and even after that round trip, the battery is barely touched, still showing close to full charge. It might be more scooter than they strictly needed, but the joy of riding makes it totally worth it. The comfortable seat is a major bonus, especially for older riders. Interestingly, this client almost never pedals, despite thinking they might initially. It's a real head turner, and they get compliments almost every time they take it out. Bottom line, they highly recommend getting one. It's a purchase you won't regret.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.